Embers, and welcome to another Tutorial Tuesday video. This week we're going to go over another stitch, which is going to be the half double crochet. So going back, we still have the little bit we've been working on for the past couple of weeks. So we've done the chain stitch, we've done single crochet, and we've done a variation of single crochet. So we're going to go into the half double. So at the end of our last video, we chained a stitch at the end of the row. Now we're going to flip the work back over, and we're going to wrap the yarn, which is called a yarn over. So we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to go right into the stitch and pull through. So we're going to have 3 little loops on the hook. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the yarn and pull it through. And then we're going to repeat. We're going to yarn over, insert the hook, pull it through. So we have 3 loops. And then we're going to pull it through again. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull through, pull through. So you can see where there's an obvious texture change in the stitch. This is a little poofier. It has a little bit more of a cushion, so you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it to squish it. And then we're going to keep going. We're going to do an entire row of this. And once you get used to it, you can make it a quicker, more fluid motion. And then, if I can get my hands to cooperate with me today. So we just quickly yarn it over, and then the same, so we'll like flip them down, pull it through, pull it through. And this is not to say that you should exchange accuracy of your stitch for speed. Once you have a feel for what your gauge is and the tension that you want on your stitches, then you can go for speed. But to help push this video along, since last week was a 15-minute video, I'm gonna go a little bit faster on these middle of the row stitches. But notice that I do try to make sure that I have the correct tension in the loop before I go on to the next stitch. And then I make a mistake and try to do the wrong one. So there we go. We're coming up on our last 2. So we'll go yarn over, insert the stitch, or insert into the stitch. We're going to pull it through, get the 3 loopies. Always want to make sure you have the 3 loopies. And then pull the yarn through again. And as we have done before, at the very end of the row, we're going to chain. And there we go. Now, for the sake of creating a pattern, we're going to do another row of the half double crochet, which just it'll give it a nice little poofy bit in the middle of the scarf. So this is a fairly common stitch. There is a pattern called the moss pattern, which alternates between half doubles and single crochets. Or is it half doubles and chains? I'm pretty sure it's half doubles and singles. And what that does is it gives like a poof and then a space, a poof and then a space, poof, space, poof, space, poof, space. which adds it's a very interesting texture, and it's really nice for making headbands, because you have all those little poofs that help keep your ears nice and warm. And that is a pattern we can go over later on for a tutorial video, because it's super quick, super adorable, looks really nice with variegated yarn, so that, like, you know, yarn that has like a section of white, then a section of blue, a section of green, section of yellow, section of white, section of blue, something like that. For some people, they call them self-patterning yarns, because depending on how long you make or how wide you make the project, it will change how the variegation stacks on each other, so it makes a cool little pattern. Then we're on our very last one. And you always want to make sure you do that chain at the very end. So there we go. So we have chain, single crochet, variation, variation, half double, half double. Isn't that nice? So next week, we're going to work on learning the double crochet. And then the week after that, we're going to do the treble. And then we might start some patterns. But I think that's it for now. All right, you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you next Tuesday right here on my channel. You can leave me some comments down below for what you would like to see, or constructive criticism. I'm always open for that. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at Foraged by Blackfire, and you can occasionally find me posting on Instagram at Foraged by Blackfire. Have a great one, guys.